Hello again. So, budget GPS. If you do not want to pay the money for, say, a Garmin Overlander, which I think is like $700, and I think that's US. I'm not sure, which is crazy. Or one of the other dedicated GPS units that are a reasonable size, like a tablet. And if you're sick of using this thing, which is just, it's okay for positioning, finding out your position, your location. But as far as actually doing any serious navigation with it, nah, it's too small. You know, really, with this, you need to use this in conjunction with a hard copy map. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, I did invest in this. I didn't know any better. There's nothing wrong with it. It's the Garmin eTrex 20, so it's got colour. The eTrex 10 doesn't have colour. I like colour. So this cost the same as this. So that's the Garmin eTrex 20. It's tiny, it's okay to find out your position on the ground, but for navigation, it's no good. So I've been doing a bit of research. I mean, my main interest is hiking and camping, not really off-roading or four-wheel drive off-roading, four-wheel driving. I still like it, but that's not my main interest. My main interest is on foot, camping and hiking, backpacking. So, realising the limitations of this, and thinking, what am I going to do? Am I going to buy a bigger one? I mean, the sky's the limit. You can spend a shitload of money on a dedicated GPS unit that's about this size, and that's all it does. It just does GPS. Whereas this, so I'll switch it on. I'll have to take my hat and my glasses off so it recognises my face. Yeah, now it recognises my face. Okay. So this is a Lenovo Tab M8. The smallest one I think they make is the Lenovo. You can buy any brand you want, but I went Lenovo because it was available. You can go to the Lenovo Tab M7, which is an inch smaller. It's got half as much RAM, it's got half as much onboard memory, and the battery life is half of this, I was told. Now, the M7 is $99 currently. Doesn't matter where you look, $99 Australian, $99. Currently, this is $200. Now, so that's why it costs double, because everything's double, except for the screen size. But if you go double the M7, you're going completely away from a tablet, and you're essentially going on a laptop, which I wanted a tablet. So because I've been doing a bit of research, and there was one guy, he was using the M7, and so once you've got your tablet, you've got a portable GPS unit with a decent size screen, like quite literally. So as far as GPS software, maps, okay, applications, GPS applications, you can go two ways. You can shell out money and pay for them, or you can get them for free. And the free one is the best one. Like, I've got HEMA Explorer on here. It's $100. It's a one-off payment, but it's still $100. I've got Australia Topo Maps. You can get the free one, or if you want to use it offline, you've got to get the premium, which is $20. And HEMA Full Drive Explorer, when you buy it, you have to download. It automatically tells you got to download Memory Map, which is a separate software again, separate app again. So you got to download that app to use HEMA. Backcountry Navigation is another one. It's pretty good. That's free. Yeah. Then there is, I'm pretty sure that's free. I think it's free. I can't remember. It wasn't much anyway if it did cost anything. Then there's Gaia GPS. That's the one to get. Gaia GPS seems to be more focused on hiking because the level of detail. Because I was having a look, I was surfing, on Play Store, whatever, for GPS apps, and I saw Gaia, and I thought, oh yeah, that must be just for hippies, new age hippies. No, I think they should have renamed it something else because it gives that connotation. It's got that connotation, but no, Gaia GPS is the most detailed. Like the maps are that detailed. I'm not going to bother showing you. Just go online and have a look. Download it. Just download it to your phone or your laptop or whatever, and just have a look at how detailed it is compared to the other ones. I don't know where they get their maps from or how they get developed, but the level of detail is stunning. It's really, really, it stands out from the others, I have to say. It really does. All the others are pretty much sort of similar, on a similar vein. Like in the HEMA maps, when I look at, say, and in actual, this one that I downloaded, which is the most expensive, it doesn't even have the track that I just recently did a recce on. It doesn't even have it. Whereas Gaia GPS, that track, it's got, in actual fact, it enlightened me. There's even more to that track that obviously you don't get told about. So buy a tablet. There's some really cheap ones out there, but I prefer to get a name brand. Lenovo have been around for a long time. They're a name brand, and I got the 8-inch, so it's the Tab M8. And just download Gaia GPS for free, and you will have just stunning, quite amazing. Because I think most people I was under the impression that HEMA were the ultimate, because everyone talks about HEMA. They must sponsor a lot of people on YouTube, I tell you, because everybody plugs HEMA. Yeah, I reckon that's what it is. And there's one guy who gave Garmin Overlander, the Garmin Overlander, which is like $700, a huge plug and said, "Oh, I'm not sponsored by Garmin and all this." I don't believe him. I think he is, because what can the Garmin Overlander do that this can't do? And this does more. You can phone, you can surf the web, you can do whatever you want. You can download video to it, edit on it. You can do whatever you want. You can't do that on the Garmin Overlander or the Magellan bloody Navman, whichever other GPS device company is trying to screw people over. They're not trying to screw people over. They're making a device that is specific. It's job specific. It's a GPS device. Whereas with the tablet, you've got everything that a tablet does, that it affords, plus you can download however, and how many I've got 5. I've got 5 GPS apps on here. I can download as many GPS apps as I want. If I look at one and I go, nah, that doesn't look very good, back out of that, go into another, have a look at that one. Does that one look any better? And just keep doing that until I find one app, till I find the maps that are telling me what I want to see. So, and you can't do that with a dedicated GPS. They're a rip-off. Yeah, don't buy a dedicated GPS. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having one of these locate your position, but again, for navigation, this is the way to go. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper and a lot more versatile. So with the Lenovo, you get a charger and the bayonet prong, whatever it is, to access your memory card. Sorry, I'm burping. I'm just having a drink. Kefir. Yeah, if you don't know what that is, it's essentially just drinking yogurt. Because I like yogurt. The other thing that I got was a 20,000 amp hour battery bank. So this is a Signet or Signet, whatever, Signet, Signet. So 20,000 amp hour. This was on special at JB Hi-Fi for $59, 20,000 amp hour. It's got 4 USB ports. Yeah, what can you say about that? 20,000 amp hour for 59 bucks, and you can charge 4 devices at the same time. Now, to mount that tablet, this is, I got this from, yeah, don't ask me where I got it from. But anyway, it's a Response. Same brand as my dash cam. It's a Response tab mount. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it, and a huge suction cup on it. Like, that's the biggest suction cup I've ever seen on any mounting device. So that's good. It's really solid. Yeah, I mean, it's plastic, but it's built to last. So I'm going to have it on the windscreen, and then just resting, or maybe just a piece of foam under the bottom, just to stop any serious bouncing and knocking of the unit. So that was 40 bucks. So for 200, 40, 60, so for 300 bucks, I've got a complete setup. Right? I can go away for 300 bucks, a car setup, right? And then just for 260 bucks, I've got the hiking setup where I can just not have to worry about power, because that's 20,000 amp hour. That's a lot. I'll probably get, I think, 4 charges out of it or more for this thing. So don't waste your money on dedicated GPS units. Probably most off-roaders already know this, or maybe they don't. I don't know, but so that's where I got the tips for it, from an off-road site. And Gaia GPS, yeah, that's the shit. HEMA, level of detail on the HEMA is, there's detail there, but just the resolution that you get is just crap. You know, it's really pixelated, and whereas the Gaia, yeah, you can zoom right in, and it's not pixelating out into blocks, you know, which is the HEMA does. Yeah, so I hope you found that useful, and until next time, see ya.